pirates are a big problem for all the ships around the world. But if the pirates choose the wrong ship, then they can be in a lot of trouble. So let's watch this.
They thought it was a cargo ship. Big, slow, and ripe for the taking.
This doesn't look like a cargo.
2 skiffs packed with armed Somali pirates cut through the waves at full throttle. Engines screaming across the dark waters of the Gulf of Aden. Their target? A massive silhouette on the horizon. No flag, no lights, just steel and silence.
Okay.
In pirate logic, that usually means unescorted freight. Wrong. In less than 90 seconds, that silhouette revealed itself for what it really was.
And it was
A floating war fortress.
aircraft carrier.
Not just a U.S. Navy ship, but a
Carrier.
full-blown nuclear-powered aircraft carrier.
The pirates
Yes.
are gone.
The kind that launches warplanes before breakfast and carries more firepower than most countries. The
Yeah.
pirates, they had AKs and RPGs.
They can't fight.
The carrier, it had 5,000 sailors,
Whoa.
Sea Whiz cannons,
Oh.
radar-guided missile systems,
Missiles.
and
They have
a zero
missiles.
patience policy.
Zero
for
patience.
threats. What
Like
happened
all the
next
girlfriends
wasn't
in
a
the world.
standoff. It wasn't even a fight. It was a lesson. One that started with a warning and ended with weapons drawn and pirates face down on a rigid hull inflatable boat, or RHIB. Because this is what happens when you pick the wrong ship. This is what happens when you try to hit a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier.
Did they try to
This
hit it?
was a big
Oh, it's
mistake.
burning.
Ooh.
The radar spotted them first. 2 fast-moving blips, low signature, no AIS signal, approaching at speed. Inside the Combat Information Center of the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, the system lit up. The operator called it out without hesitation. Contacts, 2 small craft bearing 085, closing. In the Red Sea, that only means one thing. Trouble on the water.
Oh.
The officer on the deck didn't need a second opinion.
Go
He
for it.
leaned into comms.
Yeah.
Bridge, CIC, notified flight deck. Launch Seahawk now. Outside, the carrier was already awake. This wasn't a sleepy convoy. This was a full strike group on patrol.
Oh,
and
so
the
they
carrier
didn't see
was
the
its
destroyers?
nerve center. In less than 2 minutes, an MH-60R Seahawk spun its rotors
Okay.
Wow.
and roared off the deck.
They're all
Loaded with a
set.
door gunner.
And it's
radar
not like they're
systems, and
sleeping,
eyes
they're
shut
enjoying
up to
Yeah.
ID attack
every
2
time ready.
at 5,000 feet. It
In 1
angled
second.
straight toward the incoming threat. Meanwhile, sailors on the flight deck had paused for exactly 0 seconds. Yellow shirts cleared space. Red shirts checked weapons loads. Green shirts waved clearance for another bird on standby. And the CIC? A second contact. Skiffs are splitting. One's pulling a port, one's still heading straight for us. Textbook pirate tactic. Divide and confuse.
Oh.
The captain gave a simple command. Maintain course. Let them commit.
But those pirates were
From the air, the
stupid.
Seahawk
Yeah.
had visual.
Why were they
Pilot
trying to
called it
attack
in.
aircraft carriers?
Hostile posture. Repeat. Visible armament. That's all the Navy needed. Because while most pirate encounters get the benefit of the doubt, this one had already crossed the line.
Oh,
The
yes.
second Seahawk was launched.
Now they're gone.
RHIB teams on the nearby destroyer USS Gravely geared up. On deck, Sea Whiz spun quietly into standby. The whole ship was calm, focused, and fast. But make no mistake, they were not waiting to be attacked.
So
Because
they
on
they
a
wanted
US
to attack
aircraft
first.
carrier,
Yeah.
hesitation isn't protocol. It's
No
a
hesitation.
liability. And the pirates, they had no idea what they were walking or sailing into. From their view, it was still just a big ship on the water. From the Navy's view, it was 2 threats closing in fast, and everything was in motion. The pirates didn't know it yet, but the warning shot was already locked and loaded. The skiff on the right kept coming. No course change, no speed drop, just blind confidence. Or should I say, blind stupidity.
Oh.
At 800 yards, the Seahawk dropped altitude. Its side gunner swung the M240 into position. No firing yet, just posture. A not so subtle way of saying, you're
Get
in
out.
the
They're
wrong
about to shoot or
neighborhood.
Yeah.
they're giving them warning.
They're still
The
giving
pirates
warning.
Didn't flinch.
They didn't flinch.
One of them even stood up,
And
holding something long and metallic over his shoulder.
oh, they are
Oh.
so
RPG.
stupid.
That was
Stupid.
it. Hostile confirmed, the Seahawk radioed. Weapons in hand, continuing intercept.
They wanted to kill
Back
the
on the Eisenhower,
helicopter.
the captain didn't even blink. From the port side of the destroyer, two 11-meter RHIBs hit the water, packed with Navy visit, board, search, and seizure, or VBSS teams. Body armor, M4s, flashbangs. These weren't diplomats. These were floating SWAT teams with a license to act.
So a
fast and hit
helicopter,
hard.
a boat,
The
and a
carrier
jet.
itself didn't need to
They
fire
all
all
three are there
together.
at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what the task force
Wow.
was for. But if things escalated, Sea-Whiz turrets were already humming quietly. Radar tracking the skiff like a hawk staring at a mouse in an open field.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Gravely moved into flanking position. It was like watching chess at 35 knots. One skiff trying to fake out two warships and a helicopter. Not exactly a winning strategy. Overhead, the Seahawks gunner gave a final visual warning. He fired a burst across the
Take
water,
the warning.
just in front of the skiff's bow. The message was crystal clear.
No more warning.
Turn around or go down.
Whoa.
This time,
All the
pirates
shots are
reacted.
so precise.
Too late.
Yeah.
The RHIB was already on them, engines roaring, cutting across the surf like a scalpel blade.
Wow.
The first VBSS team boxed in the skiff from starboard, while the second team blocked retreat from the rear. Over the loudspeaker, they yelled, "Lay down your weapons, hands up, do it now." Confusion, panic. One pirate tossed his AK into the water, another froze, eyes wide. Smart choice.
Finally.
The ones that didn't? Well, let's just say that the Navy doesn't wait long for a group vote here. In less than 30 seconds, it was over.
30
It's
seconds.
30
Pirates
seconds?
zip
What
tied
are 30
the
seconds?
The RHIB.
They're
Skiff
caught.
towed, scene secured.
They're actually
And
very
the Eisenhower?
stupid.
In 30 seconds.
Never stopped moving. Not even slowed down a little bit.
I think so they wanted to see the
Because
carrier.
aircraft carriers don't need to handle every threat themselves. They bring an entourage that bites back harder. And the pirates? Yeah, they finally realized it. They hadn't just picked the wrong ship. They picked the wrong ocean.
Oh.
And
Wrong
now it was time
ocean.
to explain
Wow.
to the pirates what they almost messed with. The pirates were zip-tied, disarmed, and staring at deck boots. But the Navy wasn't done yet. See, when you make a move on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, even a dumb one, they don't just neutralize you. They investigate, document, and send a message.
Oh.
Because tomorrow's threat might have night vision,
Yeah.
not just knock off AKs. So while the VBSS teams hauled the suspects aboard the Gravely, a second Seahawk flew a perimeter loop. They weren't just babysitting, they were scanning. Thermal signatures, hull markings, even checking if that skiff had tech inside. GPS, sat phones, encrypted radios. Any hint that this was more than just a bunch of amateurs. And yeah, turns out
This is so
it
well
wasn't just
planning.
some slapdash
Yeah.
pirate crew.
There were more?
Back on the Eisenhower, the mood, still business. The carrier hadn't even broken formation, hadn't missed a single sortie on its flight op schedule. The catapults were still launching FA-18 Super Hornets into the sky. The deck crew hadn't even blinked. You wouldn't even know an intercept had happened unless you looked at the radar logs. That's the thing about carriers. They don't flinch. Because while
Attack
pirates
is
are
so
out here
smooth.
chasing money
Yeah.
with leaky motors and RPGs, the U.S. Navy is running 100,000-ton nuclear-powered fortresses
Oh my
capable
god.
of launching jets every 30
100,000
seconds
ton.
and directing regional security across half the globe.
Oh.
You think pirates scare that? Try again. And here's the kicker. The second skiff, remember that one? The one that veered off early? That one didn't get away either. A drone picked it up about 6 nautical miles out, idling near a fishing vessel that looked a little
they also
too
have a
clean
drone?
to be hauling tuna.
Whoa.
Minutes later, that vessel was swarmed by a different RHIB team from the USS Mason, another destroyer in the strike group. Result? 2 more pirates detained, 1 laptop seized, and a whole bunch of questions that'll be answered in a classified tent somewhere in Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Wow.
What started as a simple intercept had just peeled back a much bigger layer. But here's the funny part. The original pirate crew still thought that they'd attacked a cargo ship.
Still?
Right up until a U.S.
Bro.
Marine leaned over and said, "You know you pulled up on an aircraft carrier, right?"
What? They can't see that there are no goods?
Yeah.
Then one of them muttered something under his breath. nobody translated it officially, but if we had to guess, probably something like
Sorry.
big mistake.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to support our mission?
Worst mistake ever. A ship that carries good is like very visibly, it has all those containers and everything. You can easily like see that this is a container ship. But they attacked an army ship and they are like, okay, we don't know still that it is an army ship or not. So they are really very, very stupid to be a pirate.
Honestly, I'm just thinking about their audacity, like how they have dared to do this. And also, I think so they have seen the whole aircraft carrier for the first time. Maybe that's why they didn't have any idea that what is in on that carrier.
Actually,
Maybe.
and also the thing is like how US attacked was very fascinating. Like boat was also there was a helicopter, there
Yeah.
was a jet, everything was scrambled just because, and that too they just cleared it in 30 seconds. So wow, so what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So to like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.